Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Saturday morning, right?
I'm April Martinez.
And I'm Sabrina Daly.
Good morning, Belize. Thank you so much for being with us early here this morning on OIE. Sabrina, what are you doing?
Girl, good morning to ya.
Good morning.
Girl, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I am here because I wanted to host with you on this fun Friday.
I'll tell you that your viewers have missed you on your other days.
You think?
Yes,
well,
man,
I mean,
yes,
I'm also
man.
happy to be here with you guys too. It's been a really awesome week,
Yes,
Apes. It's Gimme Five week.
Yes.
So as you know, I've been working at nighttime, and that's been different because I consider myself a nighttime person. So I never made a try get to comfortable.
But you know, I don't know how you feel about this, but like I am no longer a night person.
Yeah.
I can no longer do the track. And I don't want to say too old for it, but I think because doing this morning show, the schedule will not allow me to stay up late. When I stay up anytime past 10, I feel like a zombie the next day. It's so strange. Yeah.
I completely agree with you. I think the luxury that I do have is when I don't have to do morning show the next day. So I could steal a couple extra hours of sleep. As you know, Apes, working this morning show, your sleep schedule is a bit off.
Yeah, and then you can't go back. So,
Yeah.
for example, as much as I would love to sleep in on a Saturday or a Sunday, I can't.
For sure.
I can't because I'm already up at 5 in the
Yeah.
morning. My body clock no longer responds to sleeping
No,
in bed.
I get you. I
Yeah.
think what has helped me, though, to sleep a little bit longer is that I'm a bit under the weather for the past a couple weeks. If you can't tell, I sound very nasal. So I've tried to take the extra effort to get as much sleep as possible to recover because this type of job, it's more, I don't know, I don't want to use the word flexible, but you're definitely not prone to getting your 8 hours of sleep.
No.
So for me, it's important to try to recharge my body so that I'm able to get better as quickly as possible.
I had to completely agree with you when I realized you were working channel Gimme Five every night. I said, okay, she needs to be able
Especially
to
how I
sleep
sung, right?
the next day. It's so bad.
Yeah, but I have to say, Apes, it's the end of the week, and although
Friday.
it's early on a Friday morning, I'm here with you. I'm really excited to be here with you because I know that our Fun Fridays, it's the most exciting one for the week.
And of course, we have a jam-packed
Exactly,
show
and I
for
saw
our
the
viewers
rundown,
this
and I
morning.
really didn't want to miss out on some of the stuff that's going to be happening this morning.
I am excited for our show this morning. But
and then I could rest tomorrow.
You could rest tomorrow. You are resting tomorrow.
Yes,
I just
exactly.
realized that because I had to work tomorrow.
Oh, shoot. All right. Well, you know what? I get you now.
But, you know, like we do here every morning on Open Your Eyes is we try to bring you the what's buzzing topics for the week, for the day. Just, you know, little topics that we think our viewers might want a little bit more details on. And I think we could start with one of the segments that you aired last night on the newscast, which was about the Venezuela-Guyana territorial dispute. And it caught my attention for several reasons. There's so many wars happening right now in the world because of territorial issues. We have a territorial issue right now at the International Court of Justice.
Yeah.
And so it caught my attention because one of the reports was saying that it could be one of the things that leads South America into the brink of war yet again.
Yeah.
And I know that for us, and we always have to talk about international issues, Sabrina, but it's close to home. South America is not that far away from us.
I mean, aside from it being geographically close to us, I think one of the reasons why we've been airing this particular story and this situation is exactly what you mentioned, April. It's because it's very close to home, both figuratively and literally, where we know exactly what this type of issue feels like concerning the Guyana side because of our current dispute with Guatemala, where they are attempting to claim part of our country.
Yeah.
And it's essentially the same situation that's currently taking place with Venezuela and their attempt to take over part of Guyana, which is the Essequibo area.
Yeah, and of course, I really need to remind our viewers that there are several countries under war right now. You do have the Israel-Palestine issue that is a territorial issue as well.
Yeah.
You have the Ukraine-Russia. Please, let's not forget that Ukraine and Russia are still in this war, and it's over a territorial issue as well. And so every time I hear these kinds of diplomatic problems, I am a little concerned because we have our neighbors next door that are also watching the same issues unfold, and it won't take much, right? It doesn't take much for them to say, well, you know what? You just not take it.
Yeah.
Whatever is happening at the court, we'll just take it.
And I love, April, that you pointed out the different parts of the world that are experiencing the same territorial dispute.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes we get comments on our feed saying, why are we talking about this? Why should we care? We should care because we are experiencing something similar.
Yeah.
And when we look at situations like Palestine and Israel, where it has led to war, we, of course, we're not in a more aggressive state. That we're not in an aggressive state the way that it is in Palestine and Israel, and the way that it seems like it wants to lead to with Venezuela and Guyana. But it can get there.
Yeah,
and that's why we should care.
We have to keep tabs, and we have to not just keep tabs on the talks about war, but we should keep tabs on what the leaders of these countries are saying and how they're
and the allies that are involved
and the allies.
as well.
And of course, Belize has always I don't want to say we remain neutral, but we've always had a soft spot for countries that their sovereign is threatened, right?
Yeah.
We always want to be a part of the country that is the underdog per se. But that does come at a cost for us as well, because these other countries, these bigger countries, have larger countries that are allies. And of course, majority of our economic fluctuation or exports come from the United States.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What I do want to share with our viewers, April, and I think it's perfect that we're able to showcase this because it really shows that there's a broader conversation taking place. This video was shared on TikTok, on social media, and it's been creating quite a buzz. It also has to do with the Venezuela and Guatemala dispute currently taking place. This is a social media influencer that is currently explaining what the situation is about and why we should all be concerned, not only if we are from Venezuela or from Guyana. So we're going to provide that to you now.
Not completely out of the blue. To look at the issue in more detail, we need to go back to the period of colonization.
Helps their cause. Notably, however, China does own a piece of the offshore oil find that Venezuela would claim in its annexation, so Beijing could oppose a conflict in the region. Meanwhile, Guyana is the only English-speaking country in South America and has developed close ties with Washington.
Yeah.
All right, we weren't able to see the entire video, but it spoke specifically to what I was mentioning, April, about the allies involved in this dispute. And some of the reasons why they would, of course, be supporting specific countries is because of what it's in for them.
Yeah.
What's in it for them.
Yeah.
So we do know that Guyana is particularly a country that's rich in resources.
Yeah.
We're talking oil, we're talking diamonds.
Yeah.
And these are only some of the things that are, or some of the reasons why, one, Venezuela probably wants Guyana, and two, why allies would be supporting one or the other.
And I would also go as far as to say that here in Belize, it's the same kind of issue when it comes to our natural resources. Guatemala, for the most part, has depleted most of their natural resources in their environment. Yeah. And of course, Belize is very rich, right? 60% of our land mass is reserved.
Yeah.
And the same is with Venezuela and Guyana. Venezuela is a very industrial country. Of course, it's one of the larger oil distributors in the world. And so for the most part, there, for example, the city of Caracas, you don't really get to see much green, right? And whereas Guyana has preserved that green, sorry. And if they were to, I guess, acquire that piece of land, it would benefit Venezuela's ecological advances, right? So that's where I said that this is a very, very touchy subject, and I think for us as Belizeans, we should keep abreast of what's taking place in South America. It's very close to home. It would affect all of us, just as Israel-Palestine affects us, just as Ukraine-Russia affects us. And we, of course, should never forget that they are neighbors beside us. We are just civilians. We don't sit and make the larger decisions behind those diplomatic closed doors. So we do have to be able to find that information for ourselves and keep abreast.
I think another reason why it's important for us to be supporting Guyana is also because they are our CARICOM brother or sister.
Yes.
You know, so it's also important for us to show solidarity to this country. And I mean, aside from Belize, there are other CARICOM countries that are showing that same support to Guyana as well.
Yeah.
So there are many reasons why we are currently standing for Guyana. Of course, one of the main ones, because we know exactly their plight. They seem to be in a far more threatening situation, but also because they're our sister nation as well.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's about to happen. One of the reasons why we brought this conversation up in the first place is because leader of the opposition, Moses Shineborough, went to a meeting to discuss this exact same issue in the United States. And so we want to ensure that whatever is happening in the South, we keep on our toes. And I keep saying this because when Russia invaded Ukraine, everybody was so surprised. Everybody was like, oh my God, this wasn't. But you know who knew? The persons that were keeping tabs on it. The same with Israel and Palestine. If you ask anybody that is teaching history right now, none of these wars are surprising because we all saw the signs coming. Please keep abreast of what's happening in the South because we need to be prepared, right? Belize always needs to be prepared.
I mean, for sure. I want to also say what we should also be prepared for is the possibility of our bread going up.
Bring it back to local. Segueing back to local
into a pack of bread.
That you know what? If a war breaks out, there will be more than just packs of breads prices rising, right? But right, Sabrina, bread to go up.
Yeah, so bread
no
is
sugar
going
there,
up.
bread to go.
That was a story that we aired, I believe, 2 days ago, where the bakers were saying, "Hey, look, I know that this is a controlled product, but look, we're losing out in more ways than one with the price of these sources that they need to make bread increasing. Of course, the low income. I'm sorry, I can't find the words right now. the income rate, the basic income rate going up as well. It's hard. They have to find more money to pay their staff. They have to find more money to buy their products to make this bread. And of course, the bread isn't going up as well.
Yeah, the minimum wage price gone.
That's what I was trying to find the words. It's lost in my mind. I'm having brain fog. It's too early and I'm working too late.
It's too early and you're working too late. But you're absolutely right, Sabrina. The fact is that at the end of the day, these local bakeries don't necessarily control the price of bread, but they are
They can. It's controlled.
Yeah, but they're saying, help me so that I can help the rest of my business to flow, because if I can't afford the products, I'm not making a profit. How am I supposed to keep my business afloat? And that's absolutely understandable. But also prices of bread that is one of those resources, those staple products that you always keep at home, your flour, your rice, your beans, your sugar, your bread. If bread goes up, you're also, you're not helping us either as civilians that need the product as well, because if your price of bread goes up, what are the chances of somebody being able to afford it?
No, totally. And it takes me back to just a few months ago where this actually took place before. If you would remember, the bakers were also advocating for the price of their goods to go up before, and it didn't come to pass because, of course, as we mentioned, bread is controlled. But we were also able to get a comment from Leader of the Opposition last night in our newscast, and he shared that he understands the plight of the bakers. However, as you mentioned, April, this is something that we have to figure out. What are the options that could benefit both parties? Because I think oftentimes what we think about is, oh, these are business people, and we don't look at them as just like us. They're civilians just like us.
Yeah.
Of course, they have their own business, but they have to fit the bill for whatever cost of their running their business as well. What happens when the bakers close down because they can't afford to keep running?
I mean, right now we're seeing that with the sugar, the scarcity of sugar, where what am I supposed to do as a baker, or what am I supposed to do as an average person? That sugar is a product that is constant, that should be constant. And I think the fact that we manufacture and produce the product and there is none on the shelf is a little bit concerning for us.
I love the conversation that you and Joshua had yesterday because it really touched on where Belize stands as it relates to the price of our sugar and how they are exporting more than they should. And that's, I assume, one of the reasons why we are currently having that shortage. I think there's definitely a broader conversation that we should be having on the sugar, though.
But it also explains why we're such a huge import country instead of an export country, because the reality is can we afford to make more to export? With sugar, it seems that, okay, if we're making more to export than to keep it at home here, then what about all the other products that we assume we can do the same with? And we have had Minister of Agriculture, Abelarda Maya, that says to us, we can't, we don't have the population, we don't have the resources, we don't have the manpower to mass produce and export and keep the same amount of products flowing here in Belize. And we're seeing that now with sugar.
Oh, totally. And I want to go back to the topic of the bread, because I think one of the other reasons why we're experiencing this frustration on both the baker and the regular civilian side is the situation of price gouging. April.
Yes, always.
Because as you would know, the bread should be a control price, but that's not what's taking place on the shelves.
No.
People are buying their products at increasing prices. And of course, the government is making efforts to try to control the price gouging situation. I believe they do have teams all over the country that is currently checking these stores to make sure that they have the prices that they're supposed to have. But I can't imagine, April, if the prices of bread increase from the baker to the store, wholesale, I imagine, what it's going to be like when there's price gouging with that.
You know, I'm going to segue also into talking about, these are just the breads that are exported in the country, right? So these are the breads that are produced and distributed, throughout the country. There are also those small bakeries, for example, I buy from a local baker that does wheat breads because of, you know, health issues, right? And her bread is already a little bit pricey for persons that, you know, gluten and they have certain cholesterol issues. Her bread is already at, like, let's say $2.50 for the bag, right? If this increases, if every single baker increase their price, I can't imagine that I would be able to afford. And you want to as well, because this is a small mom and pop shop, so you want to be able to afford to support that business. But at the end of the day, it's a trickle-down effect. And we always talk about it. I feel like it's a scratch record at this point.
It's going to affect everyone.
It's going to affect everyone. And so my question now is, solution this for me, please.
I'll tell you, my question is, April, can you knead?
I can.
It might get to that.
That's not the question for me. I can knead. Do I have time? That's my question.
That's fair.
Right?
That's fair,
because
girl.
at the end of the day, we always talk about, oh, you could just grow your vegetable garden. If you're talking about prices, you could just do this. And we are a working society. The middle class is the one that fuels our economy, and they don't have time. So if you are increasing my work hours and not raising my pay, I can't afford the basic necessities of my life.
Girl,
but anyways, that's a whole different other conversation.
But I think one of the last things that I wanted to touch on, and I can't remember if we had anything else we wanted to speak about, but we can't close What's Buzzing without talking about
Friday.
Without talking about Gimme Five.
Of course, it is Gimme Five.
Final night of Gimme Five.
Please explain to me,
girl,
right, how we have been talking about Gimme Five is I want to say about 10 years old. How old is Gimme Five?
Honestly, I can't quite remember, but I know it's been around before I've been working here. I can tell you that much.
Definitely.
But Gimme Five is such a staple in I want to say almost every household during Christmas time.
And that's why I'm saying, so Gimme Five has been around for I'm going to say 10 years or more. Please, somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But if it's 10 years or more, and this is the Gimme Five season. We always do Gimme Five the first week in December. Please tell me how you want to say hello. How you
I
ask,
know.
is my phone the ring? I not even put a ticket in and my phone the ring at 7
Exactly.
p.m. I want
Just
to
the
say
fun
give
of
me
it.
5.
It's Gimme 5 week, just the fun of it. Even if you don't have a ticket in there, every phone call you get should be Gimme 5, you know? But it's been a really exciting week, Apes. And I know that as everyone is aware, I've been hosting almost every night this week. It was only Wednesday I didn't host because we had Carla.
I saw.
And that
so
was really
lovely.
fun. I think she's scheduled to come tonight as well. But it's been quite an experience, and every year I look forward to it because aside from the fact that this is Channel 5's way of giving back to our viewers that stick with us, it's also a part of the Christmas spirit. You know, the Christmas spirit is about sharing with other people, and we're able to proudly say that each year we have these sponsors that come with us and they're able to share in that Christmas spirit. We've given away lots of prizes over the past 4 nights. Last night was one of the biggest one yet. Girl, we gave away a whole stove.
Who got a stove?
Well, Miss Christine Pollard, I think. But let me tell you about that stove, girl. We called a lady before and she did not answer. It went to voicemail and I can't remember what her name was, but she's like, look, link me, okay?
Okay. Her
Like,
voicemail was
Miss, you just missed the link for
a stove. I hope that was the voicemail that you
You
left.
just missed the link for a stove. But I'll give you the joke and I'll give you guys the joke as well. So apparently she called back and the call didn't come directly to us. It went to our MCO staff members. And she was like, hey, I missed this call. And our MCO, Abu, was like, Miss, you missed more than that call. You missed a stove. And she was so upset.
I would have
And
been
guys, I just wanna
upset too.
This is why you should stay close to your phone.
Stay close to your phone.
This
Listen.
is why you are supposed to say,
And you
Gimme
know, don't
5.
tell me that, oh, you leave your phone around. I know you take that phone with you in the kitchen. You take that phone with you in the bathroom. You take that phone with you everywhere. You are Miss Gimme 5 night.
Exactly.
Girl, no.
There was also this other caller, this other call that we made, and I can't remember the name of the man, but he said hello, and I said, sir, oh my gosh, you said hello, sir. You were supposed to say Gimme 5. He said, Gimme 5. I said, sir, it's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late. He's trying to say Gimme 5
and
now.
that's one of the reasons why I have to.
It's so hilarious. It's really funny.
I always feel sad when the caller says hello, and I'm like, oh no. I have my friend Felicia that lives in Belmopan, and she put her names in the list there, and she said she has trained her sons, she has trained everybody in the house. With my phone ring, you and I know the day, you say Gimme 5, Gimme 5. Make sure you rehearse it.
And that's why I opened the show last night saying, look, if you have any kids that are currently watching YouTube on your phone, please, between the hours of 8 and when it's
10,
over, they can't have the phone because I know those babies are swiping up and they're continue watching.
They want to end your call. You let it disrupt their fabulous YouTube time, and that's why you train them for say, Gimme 5.
But it's been so exciting, and we are at the last day.
Man.
And I'm so
you know,
excited.
I've been looking at the prizes, and man, very superb prizes. But I keep looking for that one prize that I'm like, who's gonna win that one?
Well, you know it's coming up tonight. Because as you would know, the last night is where the biggest prizes are given away. We've had, of course, really big prizes as our last prize. We give away 5 regular prize and 2 star sponsor prizes every night. And the last regular prize is usually the one that everyone is running for because there's, you know, turkey in there. Someone got last night not only a turkey, but they got a trip to Cancun for 4 days and 3 nights with transportation for the Easter time. So I'm telling you, if that happened last night, imagine what's going to happen tonight.
I feel like Channel 5 should extend, just like what the Giselle is doing, and extend at least, you know, at least $5 worth of tickets to this Gimme 5 thing. Just saying.
Well, I'm telling you, just whatever it is, definitely tune in tonight. If you haven't gotten your tickets as yet, definitely purchase them. There's still time. They're only 25 cents.
I really have to big up the fact that you all have put it online for people that don't live in Belize City to be able to play as well. I know that sometimes if you are somebody that works at Channel 5 and you go out this street, they'll say, put this Gimme 5 ticket for me in a box. And so we've had a lot of out district winners.
They find their way to get their tickets here. And I think one of the ways that it has been really convenient is because you can get it on our website. There's the coupon sheet is there accessible where they can print it out and write it out and send it with whoever. But I also want to go back to say, April, that tonight we are having loads of entertainment. We have with us Super Furia Band.
Ooh,
and we
yes,
also
and you
have
have
cash
that.
prizes to give away. Loads of cash prizes. So, I mean, I don't know how else to sell
Not
this
just,
thing
I
to
mean,
y'all.
and even if you don't have your ticket in there, you have to stay very close to our
Yeah.
social media so that you can win a prize by answering some of the
Exactly.
trivia
There's
questions
something for
that is
everyone.
available when you guys come on the show. So I encourage you. I watch it. I sit
It's
down,
fun
I
to
sip my
watch,
tea,
even
I
if
watch
you don't
it.
have a coupon
Even
in.
if I don't have a coupon, because there was a lady that I think won some bicycles, and my mom said, "Aw, I think she wanted something else."
No, what
Because of the
had me
amount
laughing,
of prizes that are there, you never know what you're gonna
I know,
win,
you
right?
really don't, especially when
Yeah.
it's a star sponsor
Yes.
prize. You really don't know what you're going to get. But it's funny that you brought up the bike, because what had me laughing was the fact that Dwayne rode the bike out. Like, come on, Dwayne.
Saw that. But we have fun here on the show every morning and every night when we do Gimme Five. So please make sure that you stay close to your phones. Tonight is the finale of Gimme Five, starting at 8 p.m.
Yes.
So you don't want to miss that. But Sabrina, as we wrap up What's Buzzing, we do got to get into the weather for today.
And girl,
It's
we
been
have been
sweater
enjoying
weather. I'm
this
so
cold
happy.
front.
I am so happy.
It's weather,
It's weather.
It's sweater weather.
Sweater weather. When you came to pick me up this morning, I was like, ooh,
Girl,
matchy matchy.
we got the memo.
We got the memo. And I was very, very happy to see that the weather outside was frightful. But
And the vibes was so delightful.
delightful.
I don't
yes,
know.
Yes, indeed. But we do have that weather update from the folks at the Meteorological Service of Belize, and they'll be giving us that update. I hope that it continues
I hope
to
so
be
too.
this
I mean,
cozy.
we only got like 2 weeks left until Christmas, so please just stretch out the cold front.
Just stretch out
Just
the
stretch
cold
it out.
front, indeed. And,
I
mean, yesterday was raining quite extensively on and off, and so I'm sure that comes with a little bit of the cold front. But oh, there they are, waiting for us on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi,
Morning.
Francisca. How are you?
I am doing well. How about you guys?
We're good.
I like this sweater. Are you wearing a sweater?
A long sleeve shirt, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take it. Hi, Francisca. Give us the general situation for today.
Okay, guys. So I am seeing that conditions are becoming less moist and unstable, but we'll continue to see cloudy spells today and tonight, and the lingering moisture over us. We'll continue to see a few showers or periods of light rain, mostly along the coast today and southern areas. And then we will be seeing a decrease later tonight.
All right. And how does that affect the marine conditions? Let's talk about the winds.
Okay, right. So the winds are shifting to the east at 15 knots and producing moderate seas.
Ooh. So I'm assuming that our temperatures will be a little bit on the high side, a little low side, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so for this afternoon, I'm seeing 86 along the coast, 88 inland, and 76 in the Maya Mountains. And then later tonight, 78 along the coast, 72 inland, and 68 up in the Maya Mountains.
All right. And our extended forecast for Saturday and Saturday night.
Okay, I'm seeing mostly fair weather conditions and only isolated showers.
Ooh, nice, nice, nice. So I'm assuming there are no advisories, watches, or warnings.
That's right. You have that correct?
Yes. I love it. I love it, Francisca. I love that the weather is going to be nice and cool, and I can wear
Yeah.
my sweater and feel cozy. Thank you for that update. Do have a great day.
You're welcome. Thank you. Same to you.
Guys, wear your sweaters. It's going to be nice.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect weather. Don't even worry about the mothballs.
No.
We can't even smell because
No.
we're sick.
No, not just that, but you have the leaf fragrance, the leaf, and you just go. You just go. Yeah, you just go. But as we said, Sabrina, it's a jam-packed show.
It is.
This morning we have 4 segments on the way, and we are going to begin our conversations with healthy reefs for healthy people.
In our second segment, now I am certainly looking forward to this one. We will be joined by Codac himself to show us how to make his special. Rum Popo.
You know, I love it when Codac comes, and I'm so happy that I got to see this. I was able to like get a good view of this rundown last night before I came on the show, because I need to get my Rum Popo fix.
Exactly,
He has
girl.
the variety for days, so I'm excited. And in our third conversation, kind of keeping it in line with Christmas, Rum Popo,
and small business.
And Small Business Fridays, we're going to be joined by Meraki Belize, and she's going to be in studio to show us her Christmas collection.
Awesome. And in our fourth and final segment, you know, this part I'm certainly looking forward to as well, because I think it's just in line with the Christmas season. We will be talking about the Brokdong studio sessions and Brukdong Bram, and also have a performance by Coconut Boy.
Ooh, I like Coconut Boy.
Same.
He's very, very much a Belizean staple here at this point. But we got to take the break, and when we come back, it's Healthy Reefs for healthy people. Stay with us.
Apply now for an undergraduate degree in animation, film or journalism at the Caribbean School of Media and Communication at the University of the West Indies, Mona. For more information, visit www.mona.uwi.edu/apply.
Looking for a great way to explore the beauty of Belize this weekend? Caribbean Sprinter is the fastest water transport for your perfect island hopping experience. Spend less time waiting and more time enjoying. Book your tickets now online at sprinter.bz.
Gimme Five! The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 4th, and ends on Friday, December 8th. Gimme Five coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 4th to the 8th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and lots of prizes. And don't forget, such as a double premium mattress, a 55-inch Samsung TV, bicycles, 2-night stay at Naya Resort, 2-night stay at the Windward Lodge on Tobacco Key, a shopping spree, turkeys, and much, much more. And don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say, hello. Say, Gimme Five!
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 police teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 believes on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, because news is now everywhere, all the time, and so are we.
Welcome back. We are having our first conversation for the morning, and it is all about healthy reefs for healthy people. We are joined by Dr. Melanie McFeel. She is the founder and director of Healthy Reefs for Healthy People, as well as Dr. Daniel Pauly, and he is a global fishers expert, and Dr. Andrew Rosenberg, and he is the president of MRAG Americas and former deputy director of NOAA's National Marine Fisheries Service.
Wow.
Good
So
morning, guys.
Good
And welcome.
morning.
I hope
Thank
I
you.
got everything right.
You did.
Okay, perfect. So we are here to talk about healthy reefs for healthy people. I know that you guys are experts in your own right, doing research here in Belize. Let's talk about the overall background of the work that you do.
Okay, so Healthy Reefs for Healthy People is a regional organization. We work in Mexico, Belize, Honduras, Guatemala. We've been doing this work for 20 years, developed this first report card that assesses the health of the reef. So it's kind of like a school report card, and you come with your grades, and you've got 4 main indicators. Yeah. 2 of those indicators are focused on fish populations. One are the important herbivores that graze down the reef, and the other is key commercial families, so it's groupers and snappers. And that's an indicator, because it's not saying those are the only commercial fish, but they indicate, when they drop, they indicate that fishing pressure is very high, because they're the favored fish. So we've been monitoring that for 15 years. We've got 7 of these report cards every other year. And this last assessment period, Belize had a massive drop, like 60% decline in those commercial fish. Wow. So all we can say as the groups that go out and assess, and our partners are all of the NGOs that do marine conservation and monitoring and managing marine protected areas, the monitoring is to raise red flags. So that was a red flag. Right. And we said, something's happened to the fish. You know, we pretty much know what happened. We fish them, but it looks like the population is in trouble. We need a stock assessment. Right. We need to look at the fishery, you know. So that's why we pulled in these gentlemen as the experts, globally renowned experts in the field.
Dr. Pauly, I wanted to get into the importance of this research, because clearly this is not beneficial for us as the citizens of Belize, but for overall doing this kind of assessment. Why is that important for any country to have a sufficient amount of fishes that are not just available in the water, but also mating properly and keeping their behaviors closer to a particular space?
Well, fish provide food for people, income for the fishers. They are exported when they are, you think about lobsters and conch, they are exported. So a source of revenue, a source of foreign exchange, a source of food and a source of livelihood. Now, if you fish too much, the catch is itself something that becomes destroying. Because at first the catch doesn't influence the population very much when it's small. When it's big, it turns against the population of fish and contributes to reduce it. So you have the catch has to be balanced against the population size. And so for population size, ideally you should reduce the catch so that the population can bounce back. And this is not happening because who will go tell fishers you have to fish less now because there is fewer fish? We have organized workshop. We just come back from one yesterday in the north. We have been in the south of the country. We did the same thing in June, and the fishers are getting desperate because they know that something is wrong. They have to reduce the fishing effort. That's how we call it, but they cannot because then what would they earn? So that's
their
dilemma.
livelihood.
That's their livelihood.
How are the conversations? Because I'm assuming these workshops are through coastal communities, right? And what are the responses when it comes to sustainable fishing practices? I know, for example, Sardineja is one of those communities that still practice the fish traps and so forth. So how are other communities measuring with sustainable fishing practices?
Well, the fishermen we talk to, of course, they want to keep fishing. They want to be on the water and they want to earn income and feed their families. But they see that something's wrong. They know that they're working harder and harder for less and less. And their reaction is, we need help. They recognize that the resource that they depend on and the country depends on is in trouble. And so, but they can't just stop. They need help to make a transition. And that transition really has to be, yes, we fish less and we allow conch and lobster, which are a lot of the money, but also the finfish stocks to recover, but help us get through the transition period. You know, there is investment in Belize, there's aid money, there's climate change money, and of course climate change is part of the impact. Fishing is the immediate impact, but climate change also puts their livelihoods at risk and the country at risk. So some of the investment needs to actually help them get to a place where they can fish less, the stocks can rebound, and they can go back and make a better living. So fisheries is one of the few occupations where if you do less, you can actually get more. And it seems a little bit counter to what we normally think, but if you allow the stocks to replenish, then they actually could make a better living. Now, everyone can't go back to doing what they were doing before. That's how we got in trouble in the first place. So it's urgent that there be a transition for the fishermen, but also for the fishery.
And that's why we would look at something like maybe seasons. I want to, before we even speak about possible solutions, I want to touch on how this data was collected. Because, of course, this report card has a lot of data, it has a lot of numbers. I know that we are not going to be speaking particularly about the numbers, but let's talk about how you go about collecting this information.
Daniel, do you want to?
So, the reef data themselves, they obtained by transect divers. They report every fish that they see on their side and in front of them, and they report the species and the size. So that is a direct observation, and it's done from Mexico to Guatemala and mainly in Belize. That is done every year. The other data is for conch and lobsters is mainly export. The bulk of the catch is exported, and thus the export authorities report, and also the cooperative report their own exports. For the fish, we applied another technique, which is the Belize reports its total catch to FAO, to the Food and Agriculture of the United Nations in Rome. And this total catch can be divided up when you know the catch composition into slices that belong to the several species. This is not a very exact method, but it gives a good impression of what fish are caught. And when you have then time series of catch, say from the 60s or even earlier and to the present, you can infer the biomass, because if you have a slight catch, the biomass will be high. If you have a high catch, the biomass will be low.
Lower.
And so you have to have a correspondence between the two. And there are techniques, I don't want to go into the detail, but there are techniques to infer the biomass from the catch. And if you have a low biomass, for example, and in other words, few fish in the water or lobsters in the water, and you suddenly increase the catch, you will have a catch, but the biomass will then drop so low that next year you have nothing. So that is the danger. When the biomass is reduced, you try to increase the catch, or at least to maintain it, but you dig deeper. It's a classical case of digging deeper when you're in a hole.
So the scientific methods are really quite well developed, and so people say, well, you don't know exactly what the catch is, or you don't know all of these characteristics, but that's what Daniel and Melanie and I have worked on in many, many countries, all of whom have similar kinds of issues, and the methods are really pretty well developed. But just as importantly, when you talk to a lot of fishermen, the overall picture you get is, yeah, the pattern is right. Now, an individual fisherman can go out and still get a good catch because they're really good at what they do. You would expect them to be able to get a good catch even when the biomass is very low. But that's why we look across the whole area and try to say, what is the picture that emerges? The other thing is, sometimes it's hard when people say, well, maybe it's not so bad, or maybe we don't have to take action. You know, we don't come here because we want to give bad news. I think we'd all love to come here and say, things are great.
Yeah.
But that's not the picture that emerges, and as scientists, we can't say that.
Yeah.
When you came and you said there's a report card, and my initial thought process was, we have great environmental laws, we're doing well. So it was a little bit disappointing to see that this is our overall grade.
The law, the point about the law is that there is a law, there is the implementation of the law. And if the plan and the law are not applied systematically and thoroughly, then you have a problem. This is also the case that there is some illegal fishing. In fact, quite a bit. And the fishers would like to get the law implemented against them.
We heard that in every single fishing meeting, both in June and this time. So they are all very concerned about enforcement.
I know that you guys provided Belize Fishers Project stock analysis, and it's a graph that pretty much gives us an idea of the type of fish that I assume is low in number. Could you give us a breakdown of that?
Sure. This graph, this called a Kobe plot after the city of Kobe, actually, in Japan. And basically, you have a number of zones.
It's on the screen.
It's on the screen. It's on the screen. So in the green, you want to be in the green zone, and when a fishery is developed, it is in the green zone, because the green zone is lots of fish and a little fishing effort is needed to extract the catch. And basically, as fisheries develop and without control, they tend to move to the left and up, and then they end up in this red zone. What is in the red zone? It's few fish, and you have to fish a lot to get.
It takes more effort to get the catch.
It takes more effort. It's actually fishing effort, and basically, most of your fish
is there in the red zone.
In the red zone, and there is even one that is outside off the chart. You see the one on top.
Actually, I totally missed that.
It's so high you couldn't graph it. It's 12 times.
It's off the chart, literally. And
that's
so the key point is the lobster and conch are in there, and you want to get back to the green zone.
And we are so far out.
I'm just here looking at the types of fishes because there's also the graph, the key on the left that tells you the types of fishes that are being fished and so forth. And the one that's high up in the over
is the snapper.
Is the snapper, which is in high demand.
That's
right.
Everyone wants
locally,
snapper
but
here.
of course we export it as well. So we were just talking about this morning, that we are not a huge exporting country. Yes, there are certain resources that we do because we have a variety of it, but the sustainability of exporting the same product and trying to keep it here locally for our local consumers, we can't really balance it well.
You cannot have sustainability and eat your cake and eat it too. There's just too much at the same time.
So then, based on the findings here, what are your suggestions to reverse this, or to at least try to go back in the box?
So there is some good news here, and that is that conch, which is very important for the country in exports as well as locally, it grows really fast. So if you give it a little breather, if you take the fishing pressure off, it can recover quite quickly.
I do know that we have a season for conch, so are you suggesting we expand that season?
Well, if you expand the closed season.
Yes, the closed season is what I meant.
Expanding the closed season and using the very extensive set of protected areas, marine reserves that are in the country, is one way to start to reduce the fishing pressure.
Okay.
But you have to make the closed season has to actually be enforced. It needs to be probably longer, but these are all things that we want to, work with the fishermen and, of course, with the government, because they're the ones that need to implement. And you do have a very good fisheries law, but again, as Daniel said, the fish don't care about the law. They care about what is done to them. So conch can actually recover quite quickly. Lobster will take some more time, but it's worth it. It starts to recover quickly. And of course, the important part of this is that if you don't take action, if you wait, it gets worse. It becomes worse and harder to recover.
And the window for lobster was so short. That was what surprised me, and we only got this analysis in at the beginning of this week. And when we saw it, and when the fishermen saw that red line just dropping down, the status quo for lobster has significant decline in a few years, like 3 years.
And the season for them is apparently very bad.
Yeah, so this season,
So while in June, some of them were skeptical about that because some of them continued to have good catches. The mood was completely different now.
And the prices of some of these fishes and lobster and conch have gone significantly high over the past 10 years. And
but you're also catching in Belize very small conch and very small lobster,
which have a low price.
And they have and those are before they've ever had a chance to reproduce. So think about it. If
so
they
we're
never
really not
get
doing
to,
ourselves a favor.
You're not doing yourself a favor. But you can turn it around if you take strong enough action, and you don't. There's a tendency in fisheries and lots of other things to argue over whether action is needed. And continue as if the conch and the lobster and the fish will just wait for us to decide. Well, they're not going to wait.
My question is, what do we do about the situation with silk snapper?
You have to really back away and give the snappers and the groupers take a longer time to turn around because they have a longer life cycle. You have to allow them to get to reproduction. And for all of these marine animals, it's the bigger animals that actually contribute very, very, very much more to reproduction. And if the fishing pressure is very high, very few or almost no fish get to a point where they're really adding back into the population.
This is something that I know that you all are doing these workshops with the fishermen and stuff, but it's important for the local population to understand this analysis. And so if we can, access your findings, and how can we distribute it to the people?
If you just Google search Belize Fishery Project, you get to a website that has all of the documents.
Wonderful.
So I think, and it gives you background on each of the partners. This isn't even all the partner organizations in there. But
yeah, I know. I was looking at all of the.
Look at
you
that.
didn't have enough chairs for
A school of partners.
All of these are partners. And this
well,
is,
that's
of course,
that's
local,
the Healthy Reefs partners, but I'm talking about the
and-
Fishery Project.
Okay.
Has like other partners that are working
I
on
know
this.
the fisheries department here in Belize, we welcome so many different sorts of research and so on. We do have that that space for people to come in and to continue to look at our waters and our natural resources. But I want to say thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
I really wish that we had a longer time because I had more questions. But if I read this, I'm sure I will get some answers. Yeah. But thank you all so much for coming in this morning. We appreciate so much the work that you all do, and I hope that we can get a better report card next year. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Sabrina, we got to take the break.
Yeah,
we're going to switch gears.
When we come back, we will be learning how to make rum popo with Codac.
Have you had any rum popo already? Okay, Codac is here. He's going to be giving you some rum popo. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price, but stay for the service.
Ho, ho, ho! This Christmas, win a chance to spin the wheel and let luck choose your prize. Get one coupon for every purchase of $25 Belize in Uno fuels or per quart of Uno lubricants. Receive double coupons when you buy a gallon of Uno lubricants. Get into the spirit. It's Christmas time. In collaboration with Quartz. Uno, a brand committed with the future.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, pay $28.13 more and get the Binge Watchers Bundle with Netflix. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Season's greetings to our cherished Channel 5 family.
As the festive lights twinkle
and we gather around the mistletoe,
we reflect on a year of storytelling
that has both challenged and inspired us.
We've launched groundbreaking series
that captivated viewers across the country
and beyond.
We've won prestigious awards
for journalistic and production excellence.
We expanded our community outreach.
Touching lives
beyond the screen.
Your loyalty fuels our passion
for innovation
and drives us to new heights.
Thank you for making our achievements possible as we look forward to creating more memorable moments with you in the coming year.
Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 police teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 believes on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, because news is now everywhere, all the time, and so are we.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Gimme Five, the biggest giveaway show of the year, is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 4th, and ends on Friday, December 8th. Gimme 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 4th to the 8th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and lots of prizes. And don't forget, such as a double premium mattress, a 55-inch Samsung TV, bicycles, 2-night stay at Naya Resort, 2-night stay at the Windward Lodge on Tobacco Key, a shopping spree, turkeys, and much, much more. And don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say
Gimme Five!
It's time that we realize that we must work together to thrive. The world as we know it, the sky and below it. Could I never have more wonder? Yeah, with life and all you see and the climate's changing, but hope is remaining. And we can't ignore the future. It depends on you and me. One chance, all that we got. One voice, together we stand. Take care. The world where we live, permite a todos vivir. Tomamos la oportunidad para guardar la humanidad. And I must leave no one behind because we are one climate, one Caribbean, one
In the month of November in Belize, the drive home from the culture capital is the journey into the Christmas season. When the drumming stops, the bells start jingling. And after picking up the pieces from Hurricane Lisa, we can all use some Christmas spirit. Debris is still littered across the country, and in the Belize district, where majority of the impact was endured, what's left are the memories in the remains of the storm.
See how flexible it is?
Oh, yes. Maureen Navarrete is a resident over at Western Pines, and today, I was her assistant debris collector.
And then you join all of it together.
Yeah, you have to join like this. See? This was from our soursop tree. Can you imagine about 2 months ago, our soursop tree was so full. I remember making soursop ice cream, soursop juice, and you know, it hurt my heart when I saw the tree went down, parts of it then, right? And I said, you know what, I have to use that part of that and keep this as as a remembrance.
Maureen is a creative designer by profession. She's known for using recycled materials to make creative pieces. Cardboard boxes come alive in her final pieces like themed backdrops and miniature settings. Why does she do it?
One, it's cheaper, but two, we want to save the planet, right? And why not? You know, every time I would go to a store, I would see a whole heap of cardboard boxes outside. Everything looked like a mess. You know, where are those going? In the garbage? They might burn it, and I said, why not use these stuff? Why not create things out of, I wouldn't call it garbage, it's cardboard, right? Cardboard can be made, you could make so much thing out of cardboard, you'd be surprised. So this is a part of the debris that I actually used to make the base of the wreath.
And in the spirit of recycling, Maureen questioned what she could do with the debris left from the recent passing of Hurricane Lisa. Her latest piece not only serves as a way to make use of fallen trees, but a memory capsule of the foliage that served us when they were living.
I could recall being at the back door and I saw my neighbors pulling out trees, cutting down trees, and everything was in a mess. And Christmas soon come and I'm like, this is a lot of branches. I could have, make something out of it. And my first thing that I wanted to make was actually a wreath for the door. So I said, why not try some of the branches and see if it, if it's flexible enough to make like a curve. So I remember getting a piece of this soursop branch and I started to twist it and turn it and tie it together and I actually made a wreath. So there was actually a news that I saw with an elderly woman whose tree went down. I think it was a sapodilla tree. I'm not sure which media hosted that interview, but I wish I was there to actually make a wreath for her from that sapodilla tree. Afterwards, it came to my mind. I said, imagine how she would have felt if she had gotten a piece of that tree. And this will last to me forever because branches won't disintegrate, right?
Navarrete is selling these wreaths made of debris and shared with us that she plans to use part of the proceeds to give back to single mothers that were affected by the storm. Her early Christmas message is that we can find the good in everything.
So this is our final product of the wreath made from debris. I believe in hope and there's a positive in every bad situation. So as we had faced a storm, we can see that now there is hope and light has shined. And I like to say season's greetings to everybody, and this is my way of showing the bright side.
Looking on the bright side, I'm Sabrina Daly.
Welcome back. Joining us for our second conversation. It's all about Christmas, and you can't have Christmas without Codac
You can't,
Rum
girl.
Popo, owner of Codac Rum Popo. We have joining us in studio, Codac.
Hi.
No
thanks for having me.
stranger to
Hi.
us. Good morning.
Hi guys. Thanks for having me. I mean, as traditional as Rum Popo is, it's tradition for me to come on the show.
Exactly.
Of course, I'm
So
glad you
appreciate
know.
you guys
I'm glad
coming.
you know. Take a breather. I know you to come from far. But I know every year, like you said, you come in, you talk to us about your Rum Popo line, but you always have something new for us. So apart from the usual Codac staple, what are you cooking up in the kitchen this Christmas?
I mean, each year we bring back a different flavor, like you said. This year we have the classic vanilla. We brought back the pumpkin spice, the Ghirardelli white chocolate, which is always a fan favorite, the dark chocolate peppermint, and the vegan. So now this year we have a pina colada.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're trying to branch off more that you could buy Rum Popo throughout the course of the year, so we're figuring that the pina colada flavor can be something that can transition throughout the course of the year easily.
I mean, I'll tell you this, Kojak. I don't need an excuse to try any one of these at any time of the year.
But I also like that you have, created a variety of Rum Popos that fits anybody.
Definitely.
Because I can't recall what year it was that we had you on set, that you had even for persons that are doing the keto diet.
Oh, wow.
We did have the keto. We did have the keto.
And so when Sabrina was like, oh, lactose people and stuff, like, nope, he has a vegan one. So it's for
I love it.
Everybody.
We try to make sure we catch everyone, don't want to leave no one out.
Yeah.
Making sure everyone have the tradition of Rum Popo on their tables Christmas time or before.
But here's the thing, Kojak. I mean, I know a lot of people are looking forward to your products during Christmas time, but there are a lot of people that wonder, what's the secret in the recipe?
He can't get out where he can't
Each
get
one
out
recipe, to be honest, there isn't any real secret other than the fact that it's just made with love. Yeah, I mean, I'm just using my hand and the love that I have for the product and making the product and making sure people have this happy feeling when they're drinking the product and making the quality.
Is this something that was passed down to you, or did you just start it on your own?
Kind of passed down.
Okay.
My mom and my dad used to make a variation of it, so I just kind of tweaked the recipe a little bit, and we ended up with this one. And each year we just try to add a new flavor to keep it fresh, keep it innovative.
So if that's it, then that was going to be my next question, Sabrina. How long has Kodak's been in existence? Is that the word I want to use?
Yeah, you could use that word.
Before maybe the actual brand.
Before the brand, about 12 years.
Wow.
This will be our 12th year.
Okay, wow.
So, and this is where I have to ask you, and I think I'm always amazed when you come up with different flavors, because to me, Rum Popo is very simple, stylistic, traditional. So where do you get the inspiration from to try out these new flavors and recipes?
What we try to do is not to keep it as accessible as possible, to keep competitors a little bit far from it. But this year's recipe, to be honest, was kind of a brainchild from my little sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she just threw it out. Why don't you try that? And I'm like, all right, that's a good recipe. And we kind of had a little issue getting it to the consistency that we like. And she came in again and recommended a ingredient to add in it. And it gave us the smooth consistency that we wanted.
Wow.
All right.
So Kojak, as you always do here, you come and you make us a lovely Rum Popo for this season. But before we dive into all of that, I know these are only flavors that you have available in stock this season.
Yes, we do specialty flavors if customers say like, yo, I really want to try this, or I have this idea where Adam want, can you do this? And I mean, of course we can, but it's just that we might not market it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for instance, the other day we did a peanuts flavor for a customer.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just on what we can see here, you have quite a list of options for persons. And I have to say, I particularly appreciate that you provide something for persons that love Rum Popo, but the milk no love their back.
Yeah.
So thanks for that. I'll tell you, I'm one of those people. I still drink it, but I just take the consequence after.
The consequences after. I mean,
well, you don't have to with the vegan.
I don't have. I'll tell you though. I'll still try. I'll try everything.
But I mean, you come here every year. You kind of spoil us as hosts.
Yes.
But there was one flavor that I absolutely love that you no longer make.
Which
one? No, I want to tell you about this because I tell you about it every single
she
year.
Keeps reminding me. She keeps reminding me.
What is the flavor?
A green apple flavor.
Ooh, that's
interesting.
Yeah,
It was so different, and that's what I love.
Yeah,
why did you stop making it?
Yeah, why you stop making it?
It didn't catch on as much. I mean, a lot of people don't have your palate.
Yeah, you know, April, she prides herself in being a weird one.
Yeah.
Very true. Not gonna lie.
We specialize in everyone. So it's just that one wasn't a seller as much, and so we had to kind of shelf that one.
Okay.
But if I call you and ask you,
we could still work it out.
All right, cool.
Great. But what are you?
What will you be making?
What are you making today?
The pina colada.
Ooh, all right.
It's a new flavor. So you asked for a secret recipe, but something tells me that he already mixed the secret somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like it too, girl.
So he will not tell us what it is.
Not necessarily, but we'll work along with you and see what best we can do.
So even though I am somebody that will definitely get one of your rum popos this Christmas, I also like to dibble dabble at home. So what are your tips and tricks and recommendations for persons that want to make rum popo at home?
To be honest, it's really just about the quality ingredients.
Okay.
You don't want to skim on the quality ingredients, saying, all right, I'll use this brand because it's cheaper. I mean, we all know that cost of everything has gone up.
Indeed.
So that's why we even had to raise the prices. But you just want to make sure that you maintain that your quality is consistent.
Okay.
So what are the main ingredients to make rum popo?
Milk, rum, and whatever flavor you're choosing.
Okay.
Seasoning or whatever else.
I see you have eggs there too, though.
Yes.
Is that, a big question that people often have is, can you drink raw egg?
The rum kind of cooks it.
Okay.
Yeah, the rum kind of cooks it. And the thing is that the egg gives it the body.
Okay.
Or else it's just going to be a little thin.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can make it without, it'll just be a shake. You can make it without it.
And I know that some people make rum popo on the stove. And some people also make it in the blender.
They pasteurize it, but I don't do it on the stove.
Okay, so everything that I don't have to be able to put on a stove to make
No, you could just make it.
So we know a bun for rum popo today.
No, because you do run the chance of burning it if you have it on the stove and not stirring it.
And you don't, So what do you do first?
Well, I'll just break the eggs and I'll add the ingredients first.
Okay, so first.
Be sure to include us if you would like us to help you in the kitchen.
Yes, definitely.
No, Codac doesn't.
We were big.
He's one of those people that, I want to be by myself in the kitchen.
Are you that type of person where, look, this is my zone, get out?
Yes.
Guilty as charged.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. For all the times that Codac has come, me and John would stay right here and we do this and we just watch him work because he doesn't let us.
And that's at home too?
But I'll have you pour the alcohol this time.
That one thing. Oh, you want to make Sabrina pour the alcohol?
You want to get a little bit? No.
Closed mouths don't get filled.
Because she's be honest, I count to 10 when you pour the alcohol.
Right,
what did you go back?
Yes, you can go ahead and pour the alcohol.
Oh, pour the alcohol now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
tell me when to stop.
1, 2,
it depends how happy you want your coffee this morning.
4, 5, 6,
right, you can stop
7.
Okay. Because guys, I really don't know what's happening here. I know April's like, girls do 20.
Just
April, you can add the milk.
Alrighty, but I can add all of this?
Yeah, you can pour all of
it.
Pour all of this? Okay, so.
And what type of milk is this?
Evaporated milk.
Okay.
Also, I just need for our viewers to understand that this is the first time in history Codac has allowed us to do anything in his kitchen.
Is this maybe a can of evaporated milk or two cans?
It's normally, it just depends on how much you're making.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now we're making for a bottle?
We're making for a blender, close to a blender full. So this will give you about 1.5, 1 3/4 bottles.
Okay. So how many evaporated milk would you say?
About 1.5.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You have a special type of evaporated milk you use? I just have to mark it down to the T.
Yes. But I won't plug the company.
Okay, tell you later.
Tell me that later.
Yeah. I mean, we could always work in partnership with the company.
All right, cool. No free advertisement,
So rum, evaporated milk. Next.
All right, so we'll add the ingredients for the pina colada.
Okay. So this is.
Just smell it if you want.
Ooh, is that?
I'll pretend like I can smell
pineapple puree.
Yeah, it's a pineapple puree.
Oh, it smells
cool.
So good. Wow, look at that. So and you see the
oh man.
Oh, I'm making a mess.
Nope.
No, it's fine. You're fine.
You're good. Okay, so
So we'll
rum,
add
little puree.
We'll add the sweetener. This is actually the vegan sweetener we use as well.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's the ingredients that we're adding in.
He's not
I
telling
thought
you the
the sweetener was condensed milk.
For this one, it's a little different.
Okay, so this is the secret.
Yes.
All right. Well, we don't know the secret.
We don't know the secret, and we can't tell people either. Otherwise, it won't be Kojaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
now-
separate from the condensed milk.
This is just condensed milk.
Wow. So
Okay.
we are about to have a hype Christmas. I told our previous guest to stick around because
I know.
Kojak might make rum popo.
Yep.
All right. So, and the eggs go last.
Yes. It's a good thing you reminded me. I
You
almost
see?
forget.
You see why you need help in the kitchen?
All right.
All right. And then we blend.
Do you have an amount of eggs that you put like per serving of the milk, I guess?
I
or-
normally just use 2. You can
Okay.
use more though. You can use more if you want it thicker.
Okay.
But I just normally use 2.
So the eggs are just to thicken it.
Yes.
Blend. You don't need ice?
We'll pour it over ice.
Oh, okay.
I almost just did a colada and did the ice with it.
Well, that's what I was wondering, but okay. So you don't put it on.
It's just that I don't want it to be too frothy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because I noticed he just kept pulsing it. He didn't put it on.
So
a
that's like
particular
actually
speed.
intentional. You don't.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
then it'll be a lot of foam and not much body. You know what? I think I could get used to this.
Exactly.
Thing,
Take advantage of this Kojak. I'm sure you have family members that would love to help you at home.
They do, but
try.
they sorry. What they do, they normally deal with the bottling and the
Okay.
labeling and stuff like that. Once I've
Gotcha.
already blended, then after that they
So the
step in.
labor that Kojak no want though.
Yeah.
Really.
It's just that I'm normally tired after standing up and
Yeah.
and making
And
and
making,
blending.
yeah.
Wow.
That leads me to ask a question. How many bottles would you say you prepare each Christmas? Or maybe what's the most?
we're at more or less about 1,000 or something like that. Yeah, they're about.
Oh my gosh.
That's-
1,000 bottles?
Yeah, that's aside from our specialty blend.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay, Sabrina, here you go, girl, because it's yeah.
I'll wait for you.
That you pour the alcohol, so I need to see your face.
No, she wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
It's reasonable. It's reasonable. It's not too far.
So this is your
Pina
new
colada.
pina
Pina
colada.
colada. Cheers, girl.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You
Yes.
know,
Is
it
it?
tastes like a pina colada.
It tastes
it's not
like a
rum
pi-
popo. It tastes like a pina colada.
That's good. That's good. That's exactly what we're going for.
So you said you want this to be all year round, not just a
Yes.
seasonal drink.
I mean,
That's
we
a
do
great
all
idea.
year round, but I think the pina colada might catch on a little bit more because it's something that you could make a nice colada out of it.
Yeah. And here's the thing, it's not too sweet. Knowing that you had your own special sweetener and the condensed milk, it's perfect.
But also, you know,
Appreciate
you could do exactly what I thought he was gonna do, which is pour the ice in and make it into an actual colada. That's a great idea as well.
I mean, you could do the colada with any one of the flavors actually. We did do. Remember, we did that milkshake the year
Yes,
before. Yes,
we did. He did milkshakes for us. It was fantastic.
You see, this is the thing I don't
Is
like,
it-
you know.
well, you
I
know-
never the party. I show
you
when they
know-
are like segment.
Kojak,
I mean, you could always have me back
you're
and I
the
just do the
reason-
milkshake.
Every month.
Could always, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Sabrina is the reason why we can help now.
Okay, great.
See, so great. You added a new
steps.
see?
Each year we improve. Each year we improve.
This, but
Well, this is amazing.
amazing.
I don't think
Appreciate it.
giggle already.
we know what happens to Sabrina when she has alcohol.
But some people even add it in their coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
any one of the flavors.
Like a creamer.
I
Yes.
love the regular vanilla rum popo in my coffee or the pumpkin spice one. For
Oh, I
the,
would love that, yes.
For the November season, I love that. But you said that we can get these custom made and so forth. How can we find you? How can we order? How long do we have to put in an order first?
The majority of the time we have these in the plastic bottles on stock.
Okay.
And you could, if you're doing something else like one of our specialty bottles, because we do have glass bottle with swing
Okay.
tops, different colors, different variations. You could just put in an order maybe about a day or two, and then we could have it available for you. You could reach us at 632-2622, or you could catch us at our Facebook page, Codac Rum Popo, and we're also on Instagram, same tagline as well.
Well, this was lovely. I am happy.
I know
Thanks for
you
having
have
me.
these big bottles, but you also have the smaller
Yes, we have the
bottles.
half-liter sizes.
Yes.
Those are about half the prices.
Okay.
But we do specialty, we do the customization for anything that you want. So if it is that you're doing something for staff or trying to give out corporate gifts, we can reduce the sizes, yes.
Oh, perfect, that's
we
cute.
can reduce the sizes and we can adjust to however you want, and we work with our customers.
Okay. I love that you sell your Rum Popo all year round because it could feel like Christmas all year long.
All year round.
I'm telling you, you don't need exactly.
That's very,
it doesn't
very
just have to
true.
be Christmas in July. It could also be Christmas in March.
It could. It really could. But Kodak, thank you so much. This is fantastic. I don't forget which cup that for Sabrina, but there's a she knows already.
She remembers.
I was babysitting my always, as always, you bring the goods here on OYE. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Come back.
Well.
Come back.
Anytime you guys ready to have me back, we'll be back.
All right.
Cheers, Sabrina.
Cheers, girl.
Keeping up with the Christmas spirit, we'll take the break. And when we come back, it's all about Meraki's Christmas line. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This X-Massive season, get rewarded and build up your B-Bucks at Benny's. Remember, B-Bucks is free money. Every Saturday in December, customers who spend $100 or more will spin the wheel for a chance to win up to 50 B-Bucks. The more you build up your B-Bucks, the more you have to use across all Benny's locations and entities. Make this Christmas season X-Massive with B-Bucks, rewarding loyalty.
Gimme Five, the biggest giveaway show of the year, is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 4th, and ends on Friday, December 8th. Gimme Five coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 4th to the 8th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and lots of prizes. And don't forget, such as a double premium mattress, a 55-inch Samsung TV, bicycles, 2-night stay at Naya Resort, 2-night stay at the Windward Lodge on Tobacco Key, a shopping spree, turkeys, and much, much more. And don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say
Gimme Five!
What is that sound?
It's the enchanting melody of smart sleigh bells announcing the arrival of Saturday sales. Imagine this. Every Saturday in December, the magic unfolds at smart showrooms countrywide from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Here's the scoop. The first 20 customers get even bigger discounts like phones for as low as $50. Selected postpaid plans get a Samsung device for as low as $99, plus 50% off for 3 months. Make the switch and unwrap a free SIM bundle with SMS, minutes, and data. And if that's not sweet enough, every credit recharge of $50 and up automatically gets tripled up. That's triple the joy. Other promotions also available every Saturday. Don't miss out on the festive fun. Be a part of the celebration every Saturday leading up to Christmas. Smart, bringing people together.
Season's greetings to our cherished Channel 5 family.
As the festive lights twinkle
and we gather around the mistletoe,
we reflect on a year of storytelling
that has both challenged and inspired us.
We've launched groundbreaking series
that captivated viewers across the country
and beyond.
We've won prestigious awards
for journalistic and production excellence.
We expanded our community outreach,
touching lives
beyond the screen.
Your loyalty
fuels our passion
for innovation
and drives us to new heights.
Thank you for making our achievements possible as we look forward to creating more memorable moments with you in the coming year.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Welcome back. We are having our third conversation for the morning. And as you can tell, it's all about Meraki and their Christmas line. Just in time for the Christmas season. We have with us the owner of Meraki Earrings, Astrid Shu. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you. So Meraki Belize is a small business. I know that you have you ventured into this a few years ago. Talk to us about the establishment of Meraki. When did you start and why?
I think you was like an OG follower of mine.
I have always been.
We used to do clothing, and so we transitioned in late 2020, I think around COVID, when everybody was trying to do more homey things, you know.
Yeah.
I started doing like a lot of like things with my hands that whole year. So, and then I saw that they were trending like clay earrings. And I know how to work clay already, like the ceramics.
Like pottery?
Yeah. So I said, you know what? I see this trending, and so let me try it. So I started getting like cheap clay and trying to work on it and trying to see how we can do it. And then I ventured into more expensive clay, and I said, okay, let's work it out.
Yeah, let's really take it seriously now.
And then it just transpired into this now huge thing.
Did you think that it would have been such a huge breakthrough?
No.
No?
I thought it'd just be a flop.
Yeah.
I thought it'd just be like, okay, it's earrings and that's it. But I didn't think like so many people would gravitate towards more colorful earrings, so like that, yeah.
You know what I will say? I think that there's an emergence of more clay style earrings. A lot of businesses are currently doing this, but I remember you doing it before the rise in that business. Let's talk about how it has evolved from then until now.
Yeah, like before I start, it was only my little online store before then, and now we have, I think, 9 locations.
Really?
Yeah, we have 4 in San Pedro, 1 here in Belize City, which is Noor. I think that's the most trendy place to have it at. And then we have it in San Ignacio, which is Boho Studio, and then we have also in Sleeping Giant. So it's like, it's gotten huge. Like it's only me in my studio that I think a lot of people don't realize.
That's what I was going to ask. Is this a one-man team?
One man.
You know
I do everything.
Astrid, it's so, I mean, because I watch Astrid grow up, right? So I'm so proud. I'm so proud.
We live up the street from each other.
and I'm so happy to see that your business is flourishing in the way that it is. But I also know that it can be very challenging.
Yes.
So let's talk about how you've managed to keep your business afloat to now you have 9 locations throughout the country.
It's hard. Like now, this year I had a baby, like I just told you. So it's been even harder. Like I full-time breastfeed, and it's like a lot of times I have to be with him on my arm and then doing clay.
Wow.
But even from before that, like just the keeping everything in stock and like having everybody like want more styles and keeping up with all the trends, it's kind of hard. But I try to keep like it more minimalistic. I try not to over exhaust myself sometimes. So even when I think I need a break, I'm like, just stop. Like,
is there a signature in your designs? I know that, as you mentioned, you tend to create more minimalist type earrings. Is that your signature, you'd say?
Yeah, like if you can say I only wear black and white everywhere I go. I'm super minimalist. Like,
well, I could feel that. I could totally, I totally get it. And we can see there on the screen just some of your work that you've created for this Christmas season. Yeah.
This is the first time I'm ever doing Christmas. So I'm usually like a Grinch. I don't celebrate Christmas. But now that I have a baby, I'm just like, let's get into this season.
Why is there not a Grinch earring here, Astrid?
But Zess has.
So then my question is then, to be someone that would have been considered a Grinch, you know, self-proclaimed Grinch, how did you get into the season to create these pieces?
I think with everything, like last year, everything has just been like, nobody's been celebrating, like I think from COVID, everybody's spirits were down, and I feel like this year everybody's spirits are coming back up, like alive. So I said, you know what, let me just try it out. I've never done Christmas. I've never done a seasonal earring collection. So I said, you know what, let's just do it.
That's true. You keep, like you said, you're very minimalist. So not even for Halloween, I could get earrings from Astrid, and you know how I go, right? So the fact that you brought out Christmas earrings, I was so excited because I said, and I'm a huge fan of her.
Yeah, we literally saw her change her earring. She did not start the show with this in her ear.
So I really love and appreciate your work. She has poinsettias in there and some bows and so forth. But I really like that you talked about the fact that you are a mother and you are a woman, you are an entrepreneur, and you have this business that is flourishing, and I think that's very inspirational to our viewers. So let's talk about your tips and tricks for your new line. How do you keep yourself trendy? And I know you big up Zest, because I think that all of you there in your jewelry world, you're all together, you all intertwine and support each other. So if you don't have it, you're like, my girl Zest has it.
I think that's a huge thing, all in the earring world. I think, like in the little Belize earring world, I think everybody doesn't want to compete with everybody, so everybody tries to like do different things, and I support all of them. Like I buy from Zest, I buy from what's this other one? I don't have all the names in my head. I'm so sorry. Kaj. I usually have on my Kaj. Just today, this is a new one I'm coming out with soon. I'm just
so you're going into beading, then you're gonna come out from.
I don't know what it's called. It has clay in it too. Like I'm polishing clay now.
Okay.
So it looks like a bead, but it's not a bead. It's clay. Yeah.
That's cool.
So
well, let's get into the details of this line here. As you shared, this is the first time you've created a collection, so
Yeah.
to speak. And you chose Christmas, even though you were a Grinch in the past.
But you appreciate it because you love Christmas. She loves Christmas.
So let's talk about what we have here on display right now.
Okay, so I missed out 2 of them. I thought I had an extra one, but I have little gingerbread men.
Ooh,
I have like 2 gingerbread men and then like a sock with it, but I forgot to bring it. And we have some snowflakes, some poinsettias, some mini poinsettias, and we have more on the page also. But I try to keep it to only certain designs because I don't want to overflow myself too, because it does take so much time. Like each leaf is handmade.
Everything is handmade.
Yeah.
You know what? I think what is also so important for us to touch on as an entrepreneur, as you mentioned, this is a one-woman team. You create these pieces, but you're also the marketing person. You also have to do your network to have them distributed to different locations. Let's talk about that entire effort that makes Meraki Belize function.
So I think the pictures are the main thing. A lot of people always tell me that they love the aesthetic of the page and how clean it is, and so like how you're seeing on the screen right now. But also, you know, it's a lot of detailing. Like I have this huge bin in my room that's just all trashed earrings, because if like something's off, I don't want it. Like I don't want to sell it. Like if I'm not, it's like a perfectionist thing. Like I want it to be good for everybody. And even when like someone tells me, hey, like something broke, I'll redo the whole earring. Like because I don't want nobody to have a bad experience. So we try to keep everything to like a T. Well, me. I say we, but it's me. And
it's we. You know, Astrid the marketing person, Astrid the HR,
designer.
Astrid the designer.
Have you seen those TikTok when they say hi, you meet the team and it's all with the same person?
That's it. But I love that because it really speaks to the passion, and that's why I have so much respect for entrepreneurs, especially the ones that are only themselves, because that's where you really see how much they want their business to grow, be a success, how much they're passionate about what they do. When you're able to take on all these roles and make sure that your brand, the product remains with the same quality that it has. And I mean, I can't imagine what it's like now for you being a new mom, how it is balancing life and work.
It's a lot, I thought it wouldn't be a lot. Even like when I had big belly, I was still doing earrings and I was like, it's gonna be easy.
Oh, no,
and then
girl,
now
that was your free time. That was your free time.
Slowly, the newborn was the free time too. Now it's like toddler stage and I'm like,
oh man,
hold it down.
But I mean, I know you say that your signature looks are minimalist, but I tend to disagree, because even though this is what you have here on display for us, you have a variety of designs, and I think it kind of attests to your artistic character, because there were some earrings that whenever she goes to pop-up shops, right?
It's a lot.
She has her display, and I sit there and I ponder, and I go back and I tour the entire pop-up shop, and then I come back and then I still don't know, and then I go back again, because she has so much variety, and they're all art, like in this beautiful art form. I remember she had faces one time for an earring, and it was just really different and beautiful. But what is your best seller, Astrid?
The best seller, I don't have it here today, but it's the quartz ones, which is like translucent clay.
Oh, okay.
So like they usually have like little we just started those, Oh, and those are the best sellers too right now. All the floras like this, that's like the tops.
What is your favorite piece that you ever made?
The favorite piece I ever made, I'm not wearing it. I should have worn it today. But there's this one that I haven't even posted them. I think I made them just for me, and then I called it the Astrid, and I never sold it again.
Oh,
yeah.
How could you do that?
Sometimes like it doesn't, like I'm just like, I want to keep this one for me. So it had like a lot of like colors and a lot of bling. So then I was like, it's mine.
But they're so elegant. Look at there's some of these pieces that are so elegant, and I think that elegant and different and awkward and weird are all the things that I like, and that's why I'm such a fan of hers.
These are my favorite too.
Oh,
those are beautiful. Yeah.
They take so much time, but I love them. Like, and I love blue. I like monochromatic colors.
Okay.
So I like it just keeping it simple, keeping it clean. Like,
where does your inspiration come from? Because I've never seen some of these pieces in any other jeweler line.
I mainly Pinterest. I combine like a bunch of styles, and then like when I go through them and I see them, I'm like, I'm gonna combine this one with this one and just make it together.
Yeah. You know, I'm here thinking because you spoke about 9 different locations where we can find your pieces. A lot of people would say you're pretty established already.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to tap into to have your business grow? What's the end goal?
Right now we're working on a website. So I've been trying to work on this. I think I'm not so tech savvy. I know how to take photos and stuff, but when it comes to actual websiting, I don't know how to do that. So I actually gave my husband to do it. I told him just, that's your part. That's the we. That's he's a part of the we. And so I told him, you do it. I don't want to do it. So that's the next step. And then I think we're just going to start doing worldwide shipping. We've already started. We shipped out a bunch of, I think we shipped out 39 earrings to someone in California that's selling it in their boutique, but they're not calling it Meraki, they're just calling it from there. But I don't mind because they chose very like minimalistic, just plain colors. So that's like a big step of mine that I wanted to go into as well, like just shipping worldwide and doing the websiting and see where it goes from there, you know.
I don't doubt that is going to happen for you. I'm very proud of this line. And if anybody wants to buy from you, where can they find you right now?
Online, you could just go on Instagram and you can shoot me a message, or WhatsApp. I think my WhatsApp's there too. You could just shoot me a message, and I don't have much readily available right now, only what you see. So everything is custom order right now because it's the high season and I have so much to like custom order, so I just schedule it off, but everybody's gonna get it before Christmas.
I really like that she has custom orders because I could get a one-of-a-kind earring.
Yes,
right.
You could get an April.
I can get an April, and then she'll never make it for anybody else again.
Yeah, basically.
I love that. Astrid, thank you so much for coming in this morning. Meraki_BZ is on Instagram and Facebook. Check her out. Thank you so much for coming in, Astrid. It's Small Business Friday as always. We appreciate the work and efforts that you do.
Thank you.
We are going to take our final break, Sabrina. I'm going to come back. We're sticking with the Christmas.
Yes.
And it's all about Brokdown Christmas Bram. What's that? Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Where you going, bruh? Now, who they stress you out again, Namule?
Boy, I don't believe at the fool again.
Again?
But I mess up this time for real. You really want to?
Yes. I want here.
Can't make it a big deal.
We know what that.
I know how you going now.
Oh, man.
You really want to?
Yeah?
Take my plan, and I give her. I take my plan and put it in a name.
In a name?
Wait, so tell me something. You still pay for this plan?
Yeah. But hear this.
This plan, I can't left this plan. Smart Belize. This plan, I can't left this plan, yeah. This plan, I can't left this plan. Postpaid plan. This plan, I can't left this plan. With Smart Belize, get unlimited data. Smart Choice plan can light up your day. Postpaid with eSIM, make everything better. Just visit Smart Showrooms today. I can't left this plan. 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 Affordable for everyone. I can't left this plan. The postpaid plan, cause the data really strong.
You know why? Listen, for the best post and prepaid. You know that Smart got you back.
My bad. Bram commercial.
She could left me for another man. The truth, once I have my plan, once I have my Smart Plus plan, I no worry cause the data strong. I know when the bleed, cause that's all I need. And you could tell me where you are, but I never left this plan. Smart have the best services. We post your plan have everything, so you could talk and text unlimited. Come set up your group, we got share plan 1 and 2. Up to 10 friends can connect anywhere. Boom! Can't left this plan. I can't left this plan. The postpaid plan, cause the data really strong. Don't dig it down, don't dig it down, don't dig it down. Smart Belize. Don't dig it down, 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 don't dig it. Smart, bringing people together.
Let's take a journey through the core functions of the Social Security Board. It all starts with registering as an insured person, employer, or self-employed individual. Sign up for a portal account to manage your Social Security information online. Just provide accurate information and click Create. This will give you access to a range of services and benefits. Next, your contribution, along with investments and other income, are collected and distributed into 3 funds. This ensures that the SSB fund is securely utilized to support various benefit programs. The SSB is committed to providing essential benefits such as sickness, maternity, injury, and pension. These benefits are paid out to eligible individuals as a part of the Social Security coverage. We help you navigate through life's challenges with financial security. Annual surplus accumulates to grow the fund each year. This surplus is invested into various industries, contributing to the growth and development of our nation. With each passing year, the fund continues to grow due to the annual surplus and interest revenue earned from prudent investments. This surplus, along with reserves, helps to bolster the SSB fund and provide a safety net for those in need. We've arrived at the end of our journey to better understanding how the SSB works. We remain committed to serving you and building a secure future for all Belizeans.
Gimme Five! The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 4th and ends on Friday, December 8th. Gimme Five coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 4th to the 8th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and lots of prizes. And don't forget, such as a double premium mattress, a 55-inch Samsung TV, bicycles, 2-night stay at Naya Resort, 2-night stay at the Windward Lodge on Tobacco Key, a shopping spree, turkeys, and much, much more. And don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say, hello. Say, Gimme Five! Woo!
Welcome back. We are having our final conversation for the morning, and this one is particularly exciting because it gives you the real Belizean Christmas feel. Yes. We will be talking about Brokdong Studio Sessions and Brukdown Bram. We have here with us our friends from Niche. We have Kim Vasquez, and she is the director of ICA, as well as Eric Lopez, and he is a program officer. But you can't forget the Prince of Brokdong himself. Coconut Boy is in the studios. Good morning, guys, and welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
We have been anticipating Brokdong music, Brukdong, Bram, Brokdong. You can't have an old-fashioned Christmas without it. And every year, I know Ika has done amazing in putting up the Bram. Even during COVID, they had Bram, regardless of anything. This tradition lives on. So let's go into the Brokdong studio sessions first, and then we continue from the organization of the Bram.
Okay, so well, everyone knows about the Bram, right? And one of the objectives is to keep that Creole culture alive, and by doing that, we need to keep the music alive, right? The Brokdong music. So, by doing that, everyone knows the old Brokdong music, right? But by preserving the music, we need to create new music. So, leading up to the Bram niche, in partnership with the Belize Music Agency, decided to create what we call Brokdong Studio Sessions.
Okay.
Right? Which is something that we wanted to open to all artists, whether it's veteran artists, young and upcoming artists, you know, who are interested in crafting new Brokdong music. Right? A lot of the time here in Belize, you know, it's the resources. We don't have the resources, whether it's studio time, you know, whether we don't have the beat, the you know, the arrangement, the instruments, you know, a space to rehearse with your band. So that is what we did, you know. It's a 4-week program, and we had artists like Coconut Boy himself, you know, Terry Brokdong Girl, Chriselle, who is a new and upcoming artist, you know, just from the top of my head, you know, Echo Middleton, who isn't even a Brokdong artist, you know, but he wanted to cross over, you know.
I'm looking at the flyer, and I see people like Brother David, Nello, all of these people are up there, and it's wonderful to see. What was the feedback from the artists when they were doing these sessions?
Oh, well, they were very excited. You know, they get to go into the studio at whatever time they'd like, and they have all the space for themselves, and you know, they have access to free engineering, you know, whether you need your song mixed and mastered, you know. So they were very excited to have that available for them, you know.
Well, let's talk about some of the music that came out of it. And I know that the goal was to create new music, new Brokdong music. Is this something that will be put together like an album? How can we access it aside from the Bram itself?
Okay, so firstly, the new music was to be what we would say debuted at the Bram, right? And then from there, then we could turn it into an actual Brokdong album, you know, for 2023.
Excellent. Perfect way to close the year.
But gone are the days of CDs. Right? So are we looking at putting it on stuff like Spotify?
Streaming platforms?
Yes, for sure. So, you know, at the Bram, each artist will perform their new track that they have been working on.
Excellent.
I'm excited.
Well, let's get Ms. Kim in the conversation. Of course, Ms. Kim is the director of ICA, and you guys have been busy all year round, and around Christmas time, even more so. Let's talk about the importance of having projects like this and all the others that are currently planned for this month.
It's busy because we have this mandate to create platforms to showcase and promote artists. And of course, you know, we are very focused now on building this orange economy and supporting it. And when we do something that is in a festival format, like if it's Ibotong Festival or Brokdong Bram as a festival, we are opening it up as well, not only for musicians to showcase and to keep the genre alive, but we're creating opportunities for vendors to come on board. We were so excited to see Codac here this morning. We have...
You missed the Rum Popo.
You missed the Rum Popo.
Don't worry, they will be at Brokdong Bram tonight. They're one of our main vendors there tonight at Brokdong Bram. This is their second year partnered with Bram. We have Rainette's Winery as well. We have Miss Sharon McKay with the black cake and the light cake. And we know, of course, our big bar is Travelers. You want to sit down at the barrel bar there and drink your rum and brain freeze margarita, another vendor that is going to be there with us.
So we could listen to Boom and Chine with our sorrel wine and our black cake.
Yes, right. The sorrel wine one day and the Boom and Chine one day.
Yes.
Chef Ainsley will be there with the rice and beans and the Christmas ham. And
it's just an authentic Christmas, an authentic Belizean Christmas.
Right? They were calling that whole component the Christmas kitchen. All the vendors are there together. You want to smell the rice and beans, you want to smell the fruit cake. And then you could get up and dance. And one thing people don't maybe remember is that this is a family event. You could bring children with you. We had children last year on the dance, on the concrete area there, dancing with the adults. Nice. That's what we want. We want to keep Brokdong music alive. This is the 20th anniversary of Niche. And for as long as Ika has been around, Brokdong Bram has been around. Before we really even had the concept of what is a cultural festival, this was something that Ika was doing in a competition format when Miss Leela and Mr. Peters were still alive. I think Cecil maybe was just twinkling in Mr. Peters' eyes. I had 1 year of working with him before he passed. I will be forever grateful as a young program officer that I was able to interact with both Miss Leela and Mr. Peters, and I know that they felt strongly about this event and the importance of having, like I said, a platform to showcase this particular genre. And we feel it most at Christmas. We know that we like Brokdong music whenever we have wedding or party, but we feel it particularly at Christmas when we Bram. When we eat up the lot of food and we come together to enjoy Brokdong music.
Well, we know who's definitely going to be thriving during the Christmas season, especially for Brokdong Bram, is Cecil Jenkins, also known by his stage name, Coconut Boy.
I never knew that was his name until maybe last year.
So here's the thing, we went to high school together. So I knew that about him.
Like, somebody was asking when he was doing a rehearsal for an event and says, "What's Cecil there?" And like, who
that Cecil? And you know what's so funny? And I don't know if people tell you this, but you have a old Creole name.
Yes.
Cecil
Jenkins.
Cecil Jenkins. You sound like you have a baka like Flowers Bank. It's giving Flowers Bank.
You have Flowers Bank. Flowers Bank farming. He does. Watch out.
See?
He does. Good morning.
Morning. I'm so excited later on for the Bram. You know, I want to make all my fans know that later on I'll be normal, you know. Pure Belizean artist, you know, and I just want everybody to come out and support the team because most of the time they just miss out. They hear about it, they're not there, you know. So and this is our event where I look forward to every year with Niche, you know, and it'll be bigger and better, you know. We have Brother David, Dagi, the Boom and Shine, second generation, you know, Echo Milton, Nello player, Missy B. Chriselle, she our dancer. You know, now she.
Oh wait, the Chriselle, the one that used to be part of the dance company.
We're so happy.
So she's transitioning into Brokdong.
Well, she again, that was the beauty of the studio sessions. Anybody, whether you were at a level like Cecil or you were just an emerging artist like Chriselle, and you said, you know what, I always wanted to sing, and maybe she saw where this could enhance her dance company, right? Especially since she does folk.
I never made that connection.
Very true.
That is
so she and again that just goes to show you the level of or the variation of help they were able to receive. Somebody like Chriselle needed help with songwriting, with some vocal work and everything, and so she got all of that to bring out her first song that she will debut at Brokdong.
Oh wow, I'm excited. I never made that connection, but my question that I wanted to ask you, Cecil, because now that's what I'm going to use, is how do you keep Brokdong I know you keep Brokdong alive. You are the person to call when we want, you know, a Brokdong music or a song to be played, but how do you influence younger generations to have that same love, the same love you have for Brokdong music to the younger generations that are coming up?
Well, over the years, my thing is, from being a musician, transition from Wesley, you know, I always watch the artists staying at the past, you know, like Salad Rayban, you know, and I listen to most of Miss Leela Vernon and Peters, and my own style. I bring my own style to the day, you know. I never stick to the version how Mr. Peters and, you know, Miss Leela Vernon did back in the time. I bring my own style.
What would you say is your style?
Well, the style to the day, or modern style, or up-to-date song, you know. And maybe people say that, oh boy, that's not really the Brokdong feeling, but that way I could say, you know. And I get advice over the years, you know, from person like Mr. James Sanka, you know, and Brother David right there himself, you know, about the arrangement and the instruments. And so I take the advice over the years, but I never did give up or get discouraged at the time. Me want me to do Brokdong. People will say, boy, that's not going nowhere. So now I see more artists, they try, you know, getting it because Brokdong are all year round. You know, Brokdong not soca way all in September. Brokdong not punta way, you know, most people like here in November. You know, but Brokdong could play all year round.
It's a Belizean sound.
You know, so I encourage most young artists when they even know nothing about Brokdong music, especially like Chriselle, you know, Missy B, Brokdong girl. I mean, the artists will have the potential, but just need a backbone support. And as a prince of Brokdong music, I always try to explain to artists, I don't want to do nothing else but Brokdong music. So, you know, here we're going to buy a dance or our push the culture, you know, and
agreed.
that we need as musicians, you know. Not wrong if we do covers, right? But we need original music.
Miss Kim, I wanted to ask, what makes Brokdong music? Because you said something contemporary Brokdong. But how do you keep that? What is that essence of Brokdong that is now transitioning into this new sound?
We try to encourage them to, first of all, focus on the instrumentation, right? And I think that is something they were able to access, right? And that is something that we at ICA want to develop more. I mean, we want to have more studio sessions. We're talking about next year, adding the accordion and trying to acquire the accordion and do some training in accordion. We have at least 3 or 4 musicians that have told us that they would want to get this training. We have Eddie from Boom and Shine, 2nd generation, who is trying on his own to keep the accordion as an instrumentation going. But then you look at the jawbone as well. You look at the 2-sided drum that Miss Leela played. And so Brokdong, first of all, have different song, right? What Cecil is saying, that is wonderful, right? He has his own style, but many people don't know that Mr. Peters had his own style. Gracie Rock, he called it the Gracie Rock style. Brother David has his own Congo music. Miss Leela had Buru Brokdong. So, you know, this idea that Brokdong is a specific song is not completely true. But there are certain things, like we said, the instrumentation. We know that it tends to be very much either work or a reflection of society, the storytelling, or what we call and response in Creole, right? That is still very much a feature of it. The lyrics tend to be humorous sometimes.
There's a play on words.
Or play on words, or as Cecil will show you all, a little bit double meaning sometimes, you know. So again, you know, it tends to have those components to it as well. In Belize, like I said, the greater and the fark or the jawbone, those are very specific to Belizean Brokdong music, which is similar to music that we hear in Bahamas, in Guyana, in Trinidad. They call it different things, even in Louisiana. All of this is Creole music. It's whatever was on hand, whatever was indigenous to the area, with the European instrumentation and influences of all European music, the waltz, the chatis. This is where the foundation of Brokdong was. But we know that it is a part of the Creole culture, and one thing about the Creole culture is that it pulls, right? And actually all culture is dynamic. And contemporary Brokdong is a fantastic thing, and we are encouraging artists to keep Brokdong alive by fusing it. We had Echo go into the studio. He said it. I love, just like how Cecil is saying, I am all about Brokdong. Echo likes his soca music, but he said, you know, I wanted to be able to harness this song so that when I go on a platform that is soca, if I go to a festival in Trinidad, I can come with something that has a Belizean sound to it, right? And I can say, when they say, where that oh, that's my Belizean Brokdong music, and I have fused it with soca.
I like that a lot.
It's easy to embrace something that is different.
I really appreciate that it's a sound of home. Yes. And you listen to Brokdong anywhere else, you know exactly where they come from. But I know that we do have a performance from Codac. But I do, before we switch gears, Brokdong is today. The Brokdong session. Christmas Bram, Brukdong Bram is today. When, where, how much, details?
Yes, well, Eric can tell you we were doing, I'm going to let him give a little surprise, right? Where the ticket sales are concerned. I will leave that with Eric. Right?
Okay, so Brokdong Bram is tonight at 7 at the House of Culture here in Belize City. You know, like Miss Kim said, all the niceties, you know, pastries, food. And we have had a sale earlier in the week where we call it the Rush the Bram.
Rush the Bram.
Yep. So that's, but because of high demand, we'll keep it for today. So you can get your tickets for $10 in advance. All right. It's going to be $15 at the gate, but today for, you know, before 5, you get your tickets for $10. Kids are 5 and adults are 10. Right? Yeah.
So that's a lovely way of allowing everybody to get their tickets and to enjoy the Bram.
Yeah.
I want to see this Brokdong. This is an idea for you, Miss Kim. I'm going to try to give you no more work, right? But, you know, like you rightfully mentioned, the fact that you can't always access the Brokdong Christmas Bram, just being that maybe some people are from out district and so forth. Any conversations about a traveling Christmas Bram?
Yes.
You know, like how you used to do from door to door, you know, district to district, maybe.
Ika had done that many years ago, right? Where we took Bram on the road. And I hope that, like I said, that we need the public to support these events. If we get that kind of response, then that gives us the impetus to say, okay, we could. But from last year, people were saying, bring it the Orange Walk, you know, bring it the San Ignacio, right? We would love to see that happen.
Guess this 6 weekends, 6 districts. Start from after the 19th and just go.
Well, guys, we are short for time. We are about to wrap up. But just before we get into our performance with Coconut Boy, we have a very short video that we are going to play. That is from Mr. Peters.
One Sunday morning, Mr. Peters got for a walk. He didn't got no way to go, so he went to visit a friend. But the time was so short, you must say that the husband he come. The whole lot we put to food. You know, say me husband he come. All lot we put to food. But the man was the fool. Join our way to the kitchen, and through the door in it. He mahala, run, Mr. Peters, run. Run for your life. Do Mr. Peters, run. Everybody is gone. One Sunday evening, Mr. Peters got for a walk. He didn't got the way to go, so he went to visit a friend. But the time was so short, you must say that the husband he come. What you do? What me want do? Under the bed I can. But the bed was so small that me too full left out. You must say, how lot we put your food. You know, say me husband he come. How lot we put your food. But the man was the fool. Turn away to the kitchen, and through the door, Peters gonna never holler. Run, Mr. Peters, run. Run for your life. Do Mr. Peters, run. Everybody is gone. Carefully, listen carefully. It's not a good thing, my friend, to keep another man's wife. Hear me carefully, listen carefully. It's not a good thing, my friend, to keep another.
Billy's! Whoa! A Coconut Boy! Brokdong style! I want to hear the rhythm load up in my ears, right? With a Bram later on. Here we go! If I give you me turkey, can I get piece of your slice ham? Come here, no make we work it. You know this the time free ram, girl. If I give you me turkey, can I get piece of your slice ham? Come here, no make we work it. You know this the time free ram. For this Christmas, with the Bram. For this Christmas, oh Lord. For this Christmas, oh BT. For this Christmas, yo. For this Christmas with the Bram. For this Christmas. Later on at the House of Culture, right? I want to come out and support the thing. If I give you me turkey, can I get a piece of your slice ham? Come here now, make we work it. You know this a time for Bram. If I give you me turkey, can I get a piece of your slice ham? Come here now, make we work it. You know this a time for Bram. This the time of the year. Come down to a brand new year. This season for give and care. Feel the Christmas love in the air. Girl, shake up your fire heart. Make we bubble up the rice and beans. Then haul out the traveler squad. While we Christmas ham this steam. If I give you me turkey, can I get a piece of your slice ham? Come here now, make we work it. You know this the time for. Girl, if I give you me turkey. Later on, right? Whole PT. For this Christmas, I want to take this time to big up Al, right? James Sanka, big up Mr. Coleman, Ralph. Funny thing, the thing nice, right? Yo, we're going dong, straight to the ground. Yo, wine dong, with the Bram. Later on, we're going dong, straight to the ground. Wine dong, Brokdong. Music later on, yo. For this Christmas. Later on, support the thing, right? Coconut Boy, the Prince of Brokdong music.
I love it.
Why it's like
No, we don't ask for that. We don't ask for the play on words. We don't ask for the play on words.
But guys, it's been a great show,
Thank
April.
you so,
We
so
want to
much
say
for
thank you.
joining us. To all of our guests this morning, thank you for joining us on this wonderful Fun Friday. Thank you, Coconut Boy, for that.
I have questions after the show.
For that interesting song performance. And of course, the Brukdong Christmas Bram is tonight. What time? 7 p.m.
Oh
yes, so now come out from 6 so that the start on time.
Yes,
but thank you so much for joining us, and thank you to our viewers as well for always tuning into Open Your Eyes. If you have any questions or comments, you can drop us a line right here at oie@channel5belize.com.
You can also catch us on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ.
And all of our highlights on Instagram at OYEBelize. And of course, do us a favor to join us again on Monday when you open your eyes.
To start your morning right.
Be sure to keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts open.
Stay with us, and we'll see you again soon, Belize. Bye!
Coconut Boy,
Take it away!
Can we get a dengue fever?
Yes, man. Oh, Lord. These are the mosquito song, right? These are the mosquito tune. These are the song with Boss Coconut Boy, right? Here we go. 1, 2. Behold, 2 weeks. This thing ya me get me. Yo, I me got the dengue fever. Dengue fever. Behold, 2 weeks. Yes, girl, I me so weak. I me got the dengue fever. Dengue fever. Miss Rose tell me it's a coconut boy. You need to clean the yard and stop the hot shy. Boy, clean up all the coconut shells and all the old tires. Here's the mosquitoes, them off on my aim. 1, 2, make we dance. Dengue, 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 dengue. Thank you.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.